Good morning, Summit Campus. It's your morning announcements host, Brandon McKay, and today is Wednesday, October 5th, and the weather today is predicted to be sunny with a high of 73 degrees. And today is an A day. And today's visit from the representatives from Ohio Northern has been postponed until further notice, and any further details will be announced here. Deadline to apply to the National Honor Society is fastly approaching. If you have a weighted GPA of 3.5 or higher, check your email for your invitation to apply to the RHS NHS. The application and all the requirements are in the email. And Friday, October 7th, there will be no school for us students as our staff needs a day away from us. Nah, just kidding, but it is a professional development day for our staff.
Good morning, Summit Campus. I'm Pooja Pokhrel, and today for lunch we are having grilled cheese sandwich, tomato soup with crackers, mixed vegetables, side salad, and an apple crisp. Good morning, Summit Campus. I'm Pooja Pokhrel, here with your Did You Know Fact of the Day. So in continuation with National Hispanic Heritage Month, did you know that October 4th is National Taco Day? Now, there may be some debate over this, but it is believed that the first official food truck was a taco truck. Opened by Raul Martinez, a Mexican immigrant in 1974, and the phrase Taco Tuesday is a trademark claimed to be by a Midwest taco chain named Taco John's, who says they invented and registered the phrase back in 1989.
The taco. Along with the hot dog, the falafel, and the pizza slice, it forms the Mount Rushmore of street foods. You can scarf them at lunch or at night stumbling between bars. They can be both fancy and sloppy, like Queen Elizabeth on spring break. And its history can be just as messy. It's hard to figure out who invented the taco since people have been stuffing meat into tortillas for as long as the two have existed. But one historian traces the origin of the word taco back to the 18th century, referring to an explosive charge of paper wrapped around a filling of gunpowder and used to detonate silver mines. It does kind of look like a bundle of dynamite. The taco as we know it was shaped by a few moments in history. Industrialization brought migrant workers throughout the early 1900s, and they began adapting their home recipes to fit the American palate, mixing in ground beef and adding things like shredded lettuce and cheddar cheese. Meanwhile, in Mexico, Lebanese immigrants introduced the spinning trompo to their new neighbors. One look at this twirling meat ballerina inspired chefs to create a recipe that went on to become the official dish of Mexico City. Tacos El Pastor, thinly sliced pork, roasted shawarma style, marinated in vibrant red chili, and served with sliced pineapple. Today, tacos are like ambassadors to countries all around the world. There are Asian tacos, Indian tacos, Korean tacos, and tacos for every occasion. Breakfast tacos, dessert tacos, tacos after your other tacos. With a food this versatile and beloved, maybe it deserves its own monument.
Good morning, Summit Campus. I'm Allison Dove here with your daily Ren Sports Report. So here's a recap of the past few days' activities. Here's a quick sports fact. The Olympic rings cover every flag in the world. Yellow, green, red, black, and blue were selected because at least one of those 5 colors appears in every flag in the world. Speaking of Olympic sports, tonight our cross-country team has a backwoods meet versus Sheridan High School starting at 5:30. Then on Thursday at 7, our girls volleyball team will be at home taking on Lancaster. And at 7:15, our girls soccer team will be at home taking on Central Crossing. This is also senior night. Also at 7:15, our boys soccer team will have an away game at Central Crossing. Then on Friday, our football team is going to be away taking on Lancaster at 7. The theme of the student section is PJs, so come out, support your Raiders, and help us put our competition to bed. On Saturday at 11:45, our boys soccer team will be away, also taking on Lancaster. Are you interested in wrestling? The boys and girls wrestling teams are looking for you. A parent informational meeting will be on October 11th at 6 p.m. in the Livingston Library. And if anyone is interested in joining the RHS swim team, use this QR code to sign up and receive information on this season. Any level of experience is okay and everyone is welcome. Also, you can check out @Berg_swim on Instagram. So as always, good luck and go Raiders.
Hey Summit Campus, I'm Mr. DeVictor, the advisor for the Alliance. And October is LGBTQ History Month. So we're going to be popping up on the announcements all throughout the month with some fun history facts, as well as some events and fundraisers.
Good morning, Summit Campus. My name is Michael.
And I'm Green. And LGBTQ History Month was created in 1994 by Rodney Wilson, a high school history teacher in Missouri. October was selected to coincide with National Coming Out Day on October 11th, and it is the anniversary of the first March on Washington for gay and lesbian rights back in 1979.
LGBTQ History Month provides an opportunity for us to learn more about and celebrate the history, culture, and contributions of the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer communities. Our first LGBTQ History Month spotlight will be Keith Haring.
At first glance, Keith Haring's artwork may come across as basic. His murals consist of simple, graphic lines that are boldly painted on a brightly colored background. The symbols are easily recognizable: a baby, a dog barking, stick figures dancing, but the meaning behind this simplicity derives itself from a multitude of fascinating concepts that none before Keith Haring dared to explore. Easy accessibility is the point. The intention behind Haring's work is the simplicity of it all. It's supposed to be easily recognizable because that's what makes it accessible, and that's the whole point: accessibility. In the era of smartphones, where any information is available with a few touches to a screen, Keith Haring's artwork is not only still relevant, but also reminiscent of a time where art was not so easily seen by the general public. During his time, Haring's ideas were revolutionary in the way he digested and reframed political ideologies and activism into a medium that could be appreciated by anyone.
He wrote in his journal, quote, "I'm quite aware of the chance that I have or will have AIDS. My friends are dropping like flies, and I know that it is only divine intervention that has kept me alive this long."
1987 was the beginning of the end for Haring. In the middle of the AIDS crisis, Haring was diagnosed with the disease. As an openly gay man and an LGBTQ activist, Haring represented a threat to conservative living that fueled representation of these issues in the media. In his last years, Haring's art became more politically motivated, with frequent references to the AIDS crisis and his position as an oppressed gay man. One of his close friends, Andy Warhol, passed away later on in 1987, devastating Haring as well as the entire art community. Haring channeled his grief into activism, however, and founded the Keith Haring Foundation in 1989 to support AIDS organizations and children's programs. In 1990, Haring passed away at the tragically young age of 31. His art career was short-lived, yet influenced much of the minimalist style that we still see today.
Speaking of Coming Out Day, the Alliance will be celebrating National Coming Out Day next week on October 11th. We'll be selling Keith Haring stickers and giving away free identity stickers for you to wear out and proud. On October 13th, we'll be holding a Super Smash Bros. Fundraiser tournament, but more on that later. See ya!
And remember, any information that you would like to get out to our staff and students during the morning announcements, feel free to scan the QR code below or go to the link provided.